10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Okay. But yeah, between that and the fucking Google image searches just being full of AI generated crap now, like you can't trust anything on Google anymore. Now let's get the bonk rocks. So we have 5 people racing this week, which is one more than last week. Oh, $50, okay. We do have a new person in the group. I don't check this Discord server often enough to know if they joined earlier in the week or if they're just here for the race. Nothing from the pickle. Arrows, okay. Yeah, we'll see how they do. I do not know if they are going to be a threat to my last place, but we'll see what happens. Fairies from Bush Crab. That could be useful. And that's just bombs. I don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's go into the forest. Oh. It's like I didn't even lose health. But I definitely hit that bird. $300. Okay, we are set for money. For the short term at least. Hello, fairies. Oh, there's bombs. Okay. Since I have bombs from that, I don't need to worry about getting the extra bomb from the bonk rocks on the side of the magic shop. Which is nice. I'll just jump down there. God, what did I see trending on Twitter earlier that had me double taking? Bonk. Okay. Right. So Cloak and Dagger was trending on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, is this because they had a 2-second cameo in the last episode of the X-Men season? Because there's a couple of Marvel superheroes called Cloak and Dagger, if you were not aware of this. And their bit is they have a lady named Dagger. Ooh, arrows. Or bow, rather. There's a lady named Dagger and a fella named Cloak. Dagger can shoot little knives out of her hands made out of light. And Cloak is like a living cape who can teleport via darkness. It's very on the nose. It's incredibly on the nose. But they're a fun 90s superhero team up, and it was good to see them. If you played the 90s Spider-Man and Spider-Man Maximum Carnage video game, Silver... Oh, dear God. Silver arrows already. The world is not prepared for this. Yeah, Maximum Carnage. The single one good game that LGN ever made. LJN. It's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up where you're Spider-Man or you're Venom, and it follows the Maximum Carnage story arc from the comic books, and it has a wonderful theme song by the band Green Jelly. And it's actually very fun, and the music is great, and you get sort of summons in the game. I want to call them summons, but they're not like summons in the Final Fantasy sense, you know? They're just like, you hit a button, and a superhero will appear to help you out. Like Captain America can be called on, Iron Fist can show up. I don't need those bombs. Yeah! The best analogy I can think of is in King of Fighters 2000 and 2001. They had a system in place called strikers, where like you had a fourth member of your team, and if you hit a button, they get to come in and just land a single hit on an enemy. And $1. Okay, I'm tapping out on the race. So that's basically this. You know, Captain America will show up, he'll throw his shield, and hit everybody on screen with it. And then he'll jump out. Same basic deal. I'm gonna go check Uncle before I do the other things. And I'm also gonna look. These are all crystals. So yeah, basically that. And one of the summons you can do in it is just straight up you call on Cloak and Dagger, and Dagger will show up and do a full screen thing, or Cloak will show up and cover the whole screen and just teleport all the enemies on screen away, if he can. If it's a boss, no dice, obviously. And similarly, Dagger will show up and just sort of like hit everybody. 1 arrow. Oh. Oh. You know what? I'll take that full magic. Yeah, what's in the tree? It's still on arrows? I haven't killed enough things? Weird. Okay, let's do our South Shore checks. Clearly, I started playing World of Warcraft at the correct time. By the time I got in, the town of South Shore was already destroyed. I obviously have trouble pronouncing it. I don't have the mirror or the hookshot yet, so I can't do the thing with this. So I have to make 2 trips. Because I do like that the town is called South Shore, even though, like, from the player's perspective... Oh, the hammer! Don't mind if I do. From the player's perspective in World of Warcraft, South Shore is actually to the north. Hey, Crab, give me fairies. Thank you. Now, I know, obviously, it was named by the people who live in Lordaeron, but, you know. I'm allowed to nitpick. $20, I'll take that. Oh, I'll fall in the hole. I have to be careful so that I do not die. $5, more bombs. $20. Health? The hook shot. We do like getting that hook shot. Okay. Hook shot means that Haripot is officially in logic. Oh, health. Okay. The reward for that being for Sunprize being a little bit of health is not bad. Especially considering I was very low on health. Depending on what's in here, it might behoove me to make a few trips into the... There's a cave hidden under the rock outside. Yeah, I'm going to make a couple of trips into the cave under the rock outside. No, I'm not. My ass forgot that I don't have the gloves to pick up the heavy rock. I do want health. Give me health. All right, let's. I'm gonna try something. Nope. Okay. Alright, well I managed to get that on the first try, so that's good. In theory, I have the water walk set up. I should not be going around this way, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, that's health. I don't need to worry about that. Come on. I have to be careful not to get hit while I'm doing this. The slightest bump from an enemy will just glitch me the hell out, and I do not want that. Sir, what do you have? 50 bucks. 50 bucks is great. 50 bucks is ideal. Let's go talk to Zora. Yeah, I have just over 500 rupees, which is exactly what I need. Hey, Fier is here. Welcome on in. As you can tell, I am... Crap. Okay. Welcome on in. I just screwed up my Zora check. That's fine. It's fine. You know, I don't have the ability to go do things for Zora right now anyway. Technically. Getting to Zora there involves a glitch. So, whatever's in that cave, I don't need to have access to. Whatever Zora is selling, I technically shouldn't need access to either. We are not going to sequence break that way. I bonked. I bonked, and that cost me big. However, I can do Eastern Palace, and Eastern Palace is a crystal. There we go. So Eastern Palace is on the list of things that I need to do. I don't have... Okay, so I don't have a fire source. So technically, I'm not supposed to be able to complete Eastern Palace. Goddamn. Yeah, technically, should not be able to complete Eastern Palace. I can probably complete Eastern Palace, though. It's fine. So what were you up to? You can check out stuff in it, though. I mean, I'm probably going to be able to finish this place, just because there's like 2 dark rooms in the dungeon, and they are absolutely stored in my noggin. I do have the ability to traverse them in the dark. Ooh, Professor Layton. Moon Pearl. We are 1 item away from Dark World access, and that is gloves to lift up rocks. God, it's good to have chat when you're doing a riddle game, you know, just because sometimes they know things. I say this being a chatter who has a ridiculous trivia brain. I mean, fair, you remember what I was like, you know, I know things. Why? I don't know. Bottle with a B. Okay. God, we actually, a bunch of us tried out, so, you know, there's a... It's true. There's a restaurant in town. It's a chain, Freeman's Little New York. They have like 3 locations, I want to say, at the very least. Overpriced, not great. They have a trivia night. And at one point, a bunch of friends and I were like, let's go do the trivia at Freeman's. Let's see how it is. And so, you know, we go out there, and some cash requires a glove. Okay. Yeah, we go out there, and we're like, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Boomerang. Okay, there's 2 items left in the there's 2 more things to check in the dungeon, and they are both, one is going to be the map, one's going to be the compass. So I'm going to skip the big key chest. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Ah! You are not supposed to be awake. I died. That room just did something weird to me. Okay, well, we're trying it again. Screw it. But yeah, Freeman's Trivia Night. They show us, one of the questions was just straight up, who was the last king of Albania? And I just looked at my group and I said, you give me that goddamn piece of paper, I'm writing it down. And sure enough, I knew exactly who it was. It was King Zog the First, last king of Albania, before they were conquered by Italy. Very embarrassing being conquered by Italy. Not very good at wars in the 20th century. But, you know, they had help, I suppose. Okay, let's try this again. One of these arrows should connect with a Cyclops. You, unfreeze. Unfreeze. Thank you. Let me out of this horrible room. I'm still in the room. There we go. Yeah, I knew about Zog the First. I knew about, I was able to identify the flag of the Isle of Man from a lineup. They played a mean trick. They were like, hey, we're going to play you the first 5 seconds of a song, and you're supposed to identify it. And they went with a Weird Al song that was a parody of Beat It. I'm like, well, that's not fair. It's supposed to sound like the other song. Alright, give me arrows. Arrows. Okay. Eat It is a good tune. Weird Al does some excellent work. Compass. And crystal. Okay. I was never that into, God, who was... I have, like, a period of time for music in my brain where I was like, well, that's emo. And I, for the life of me, could not tell you right now which of the bands did Black Parade. Is it My Chemical Romance? Okay. Alright, good. Good to know. God, oh no. My options are very limited. It wants me to do Hyrule Castle is what it wants me to do. So we're going to go do Hyrule Castle. Yeah, I know, yeah, it was never really my thing, and, like, I can't even say that, like, I listened to some earlier stuff that would have fallen into that, that particular niche of emo music. You know, I liked Jimmy Eat World. They had some good stuff. But God, Silver Arrows already is just broken. But yeah, you know, I was more about the metal scene than I was about that sort of stuff, which is, I mean, I recognize that there's a lot of overlap with the goth crowd, basically. And I did sit with the goth crowd at lunch for like a year or so. But, you know. Flute! Okay, well that's my access to Death Mountain. This was worth it. God, and I have the hook shot too, so I can go up the mountain. And I have the hammer, so I can get access to Tower of Hera. God, Nightwish is very nice. You are supposed to be dead. There. You could say you listened to Nightwish and you were floored. Am I right? Okay, we have the flute. We're going back to town. Yeah, it's funny. So there is on YouTube, in the last couple of years, been a sort of rise in content where people just like watch something and they're like, I've never listened to this band before, let's give them a shot. And they call it, it's like the reactor pipeline, basically. People just listen to things and react to it. And there is full-on a term that people have coined for when one of these people listens to Nightwish for the first time, and it's called floorgasm. Which, like, I get it. But also, they're not like the band I would most say is going to surprise people with their vocals. Maybe that's just me. I'm going to go for Zora again. I still have that money. And now that I have the Moon Pearl, I can just access this cave legitimately. Yeah, like, that's the thing, is that the singer is, like, surprising. Like, if they've been listening to metal lately, then the floor is absolutely gonna shock them with, like, the intensity of those opera vocals. The fairy gives me bees. Thank you, fairy, for bees. This will also be good for a recon. I don't need that $100, or at least I hope I don't. And Zora has something for me. Yeah, I think it's funnier when you see people listen to... Oh, God. Alright. I just traded 20 rupee. I just traded 500 rupees for 20 rupees. Thank you for that, Zora. The real thing is when people listen to the Bee Gees for the first time. Because, like... Their voices are incredibly high and always surprise people. You know, they watch... Yeah, Queen too. But, like, between you and me, I'm not 100% sure how authentic those Queen reactions are. When people listen to, like, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody or just anything, really, for the first time. And they're like, wow, I've never heard this before. And I'm like, how is it possible for somebody to have never heard Bohemian Rhapsody? Where the heck am I? There we go. I suppose. I don't know. Like, I see, like, footage of people at, like, a concert for Green Day. And, like, the whole audience is just singing along to the warm-up music, which is just, like, a radio playing, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, stadium full of people who just all knew it. I'm like, this is you know, it feels like such an iconic song that, like, it should be somewhat inescapable. $50. Alright, thanks, old man. Yeah, that could just be me being old and crotchety. Glove! And bombs. I don't need those bombs. Yeah, I mean, it is old, and I will be honest, like, it came out before anybody in here was alive. But we also lived through, like, a resurgence of it because, you know, it was included in the Wayne's World soundtrack. So we got, like, it got a second chance to live. Yeah, you know, say what you will, Wayne's World, quality music. Look, my dad was in a band, so, like, I heard, there's the mirror, and there's the Master Sword. Okay. Alright. We're good. I can do this now. I will defeat Moldorm at the top of the Tower of Hera. Ow. And then I will go get that glove. Cape, bombs, fire rod. Yeah, my dad was in a band. Music was happening all the time. But, like, rest assured, he did not have the vocal range of one Freddie Mercury. So that was not something we heard when practice was happening. Steely Dan was more the sort of thing that they would play. $20. Don't need to worry about that. Give me this. God, I have a bizarre factoid about ZZ Top that I'd like to share. Hello, Otto. All caps. Did you nod off or something? Small key. That's okay, you know, space is valid. Space has a terrible power. You can be protected from the terrible secret of space at the bottom of the stairs. Quake. Okay. You'll be dead. Yeah, so, okay. So, the band ZZ Top actually got its start impersonating another band. They originally did covers of the Zombies. And, like, pretended to be the Zombies. This was apparently a big industry at the time. Bands just covering the Zombies. I don't know how much music trivia I have available to me. I just happen to know this thing about ZZ Top. That, and also they are canonically one of the dudes, I believe one of the two dudes with beards is canonically related to Hank Hill. I'm gonna get this cape out just in case. There we go. Dusty Hill, I think, is the guy? Alright, so this actually worked out very well. The basement of Tower of Hera has the big key, and the big chest has the compass. Those are the last two chests. I don't need to worry about them. Yeah, no, this worked out splendidly. Now I'm going to jump in the portal. I'm going to use my mirror to go to the Dark World. Or get out of the Dark World. I'm going to grab this. You know, I didn't try the Grimace Shakes when they were available. but I don't really regret it. You know, I like berries, but I like them in berry form. Bam! I feel as though I like a milkshake just fine. I like berries. They're back. Is McDonald's trying to attract people back now that folks are boycotting? All right, heart, and that means that that's the last thing I can get off of Death Mountain without the next glove. Next up, Desert Palace. Except not Desert Palace. I'm gonna go visit Agina. I'm gonna check this. That's a heart piece. Don't need that. I hope Agina has something. Oh wait, no, I just realized I do have access to the Dark World now because I can go through Kakariko. And I can go through the one next to my house. Okay. This is fine. God, McDonald's posting losses. They must be panicking. The fact that they'd rather just say, let's bring Grimace back, as opposed to the other option, is like just somewhat baffling, you know? Capitalism has ceased to be the mover. They are only concerned with nationalism now. Yeah, I'm hating it. Ooh, blue cane. Okay. Bombs. 300 bucks. Okay. We are officially healthy with money again. The Tim's Pizza. Have I been in a coma? Are you telling me that Tim Hortons sells pizza now? What the... Why? Who? What? Was it... Why would they do that? That's so far off brand that I can't even picture it. Like... I gotta look at the map. Green pendant, okay. Alright. Like, I know they're trying to escape their reputation as we do donuts and coffee. You know, when they started doing, like, soups and whatnot. But, pizza feels very off base. Yeah, they do also have some decent enough sandwiches. Yeah, I no longer live, this sounds very un-Canadian, I no longer live close to a Tim Hortons. Oh god, that guy did a whole lot of damage to me. Like, if I want to go to Tim's, I gotta walk, like... 20 minutes? At least? Yeah, that sounds right. It's like 20 minutes to get to sushi, and the Tim's is near the sushi place. So, the fact that there's already better things to eat, you know, who's going for an hour-long expedition to get Tim Hortons? Is my question, right? Shovel! Okay. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save and quit. I'm going to go to the sanctuary. I'm going to fill up my health and I'm going to flute to the town. I will use the town's teleporter to get to Kakariko. I thought maybe about like running back and getting King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge at the same time and then like zooping on over. I'll do that in reverse, whatever. I can do all three of those checks. They are all valid checks for me to do, but I'm gonna do this. I'm glad, like, because, you know, when McDonald's did pizza, that felt like they're trying to break into the niche that Pizza Hut has. They're fast food. They want to do other fast foody things. Tim Hortons is not fast food. It feels slightly out of character. Was this Skullwoods' pendant? Not going in. Yeah, before I do Thieves' Town, I am going to check these three things. Only mildly out of my way. But potentially, big payoff. We will find out. It could... See, that's the thing, is we don't know if it's a pedestal seed yet. It could be. If my second set of gloves is on the pedestal, then this would definitely be a pedestal seed, in which case I will need to go back and do these dungeons I'm not doing. But until I know for sure, I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's not. The odds of necessary items being on the pedestal is pretty low. It's not zero. It does happen sometimes, and we had a couple of weeks there where it was like 2 in a row where it was the case. Alright, what's in here? The heart piece. I'll grab it. More health, always good. Yeah, normally, like, if I was in the Skullwoods area, I would go and I would check to see what the pedestal has written on it. But I don't have the book, so I can't even check that. So for now, it remains a mystery. Health. Okay. Alright, coming up here was, I don't want to say a waste of time, but it was not the best use of time. But it's fine. We did not have the blurst of times. That's the important thing. Now we run back to Kakariko, and we have everything we need to do Thieves' Town, so I'm just going to do that. This is something that's always, like, screwed me up a little bit about this game. So, the village here is called the Village of Outcasts. And then the dungeon is also a pendant. No, you know what? No. I've made my decision. I'm not doing a pendant dungeon unless I need to. Ten arrows. Okay. That's the thing, Otto. I don't know if I need to. I can go to Eastern Palace. There could be things in Eastern Palace. I got the dig game. I can't do Smith Chain. But I can go check the dig spot. Oh, that's the chest game. There's the other gloves. Okay, we're good. The chest opening game. So, you pay the guy some money, and he lets you open 2 of his chests. One of them is, so like there's a bunch of item chests in there that just have trash. There's one chest that has an actual item. Flippers. Okay, we're good. We're doing good. Yeah, there's one chest that has an actual item, and in order to make it so that the randomizer doesn't completely screw you over in there, it's set to make it so that you always get the item on your second chest. So that's why I only open the 2 chests in there. Every time. Yeah, I'm going to do this digging game here. It was 20 bucks. Okay. And I am still flush with money, so I'm just going to leave. I'm going to check some things over here before I proceed. I have 3 checks in this area. And normally I would grab the purple chest before coming over to do these. I have other plans this time. Bombs, I don't care about those. Basically, when I get the purple chest, I'm just going to use the flute. No. I still need the mirror, right. 20 bucks from him. And the dig spot has a heart piece. Okay. Interesting, interesting. God, I can see my BattleNet launcher behind the behind my gameplay here, and I just see one person is in the Waking Shore and one person is in Elwyn Forest, and everybody else is in. Wait, no, one person is not. Most everybody else is in Pandaria. There's an ongoing event happening in Warcraft called Time Running, which sounds very cinematic. It's not very cinematic. It is a lot of fun, though. Basically, we're doing Pandaria again. Except it's faster, and there's, like, different style of items, and gems and enchants and stuff. It's interesting, you know? Purple chest, I'll come back for you in a second. I have had an interesting couple of items that I picked up on my Shadow Priest that makes it so that she just occasionally rains meteors down on her opponents. And I'm like, that's cool. It does a lot of damage. 20 bucks. You know, we love just being able to randomly do a crap ton of damage to enemies. In a group, no less. At range, because I'm playing a spellcaster. Alright, now this is my cunning plan, is I'm going to summon the bird. The bird will take me the rest of the way. Slightly faster than walking. I hope. It was bombs. Bombs. Okay. It's fine that it was bombs. I am in the area now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the Swamp Palace. Let's see. What do I need in order to beat the game from here on out? I need the red cane and I need the ice rod. That's actually it. More swords would be preferable. You know, we do like having additional swords. Skull under the rock. Or skull in the grass. I hate it. Oh, God. I went in. I gotta do this thing first. But yeah, now I have discovered which dungeons are pendants. No, which one was green? Skullwoods is red. Thieves' Town is blue. All the Light World dungeons are normal crystals, and... right. Palace of Darkness is my other pendant dungeon. It's also a good dungeon for items, because there's a lot of items in there. It's fine. I'll check it out if need be. I'm almost definitely going to have to go into one of these pendant dungeons. Ooh, magic powder. That's interesting. The magic powder being there means that now I can go back to Kakariko and check what's on the magic bat. He's an angry little customer who wakes up when you sprinkle powder on him. Normally he zaps you with magic and is like, now all of your magic things will cost twice as much to cast. I've reduced your magic power by half. And then he actually wound up doing it like the other way around. So he's the source of half magic. I need hookshot. Alright, with the hammer out. Yeah, sprinkling you with icing sugar, icing sugar in your sleep. Yeah, perhaps Rude Awakening. You know. I can think of at least one person who might be into it. She was streaming Final Fantasy VII earlier. I'm gonna do the left side. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go to the end. I will check the left side if I don't find what I'm looking for. Bam. Yes, she is the exception. We will also say that she is somewhat exceptional. Hit with many pies today on stream, I will say that much. I don't know if you've stopped by and visited any of her streams, but she has a redeem to hit her with a pie, and she's like got I want to say 3 or 4 different sprites just for different numbers of pies that have been lobbed at her. This may already be panning out. I need to think about how many items are on the left side. It might just be 2. Six total. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna shave an eyeball right now. Depending on what he drops, I might not have to do the other half of the dungeon. I nailed him with the arrow. Ice Rod! Okay. So the left side of the dungeon, which I believe, I am trusting my instincts and saying that it only has 2 items in it. I believe that since it only has 2 items, to the best of my knowledge, those have to be the map and the compass. So I don't need to go to that side. So we're dipping on that dungeon. Let's go back to the light world. We're gonna check out what's going on over here. I'm gonna do Desert Palace. I don't have the book, so I can't go in the front door. That's fine. I will need to do this dungeon. Let's find out what this is. It's Bombos. I do not have Bombos. But I can check this place. Green potion, 50 bucks, okay. And then we will also check Checkerboard Cave while we're over here. Oh yeah, you know, I adore that Moxie has been enjoying Final Fantasy VII. You know, she finished the standard game and is now doing the second part of the Bugnet. Sure. Why not? Yeah, she's doing so there's the first part of the remake on the PS4, and then there's the second part of the remake on the PS5. I don't remember which is called what. But she's doing the second part. No, I do not want to be there. Send me back to the Dark World. Okay, now that's the one she's doing. It's weird. It's strange. You know, as speaking as somebody who is, I have played the original, things are just different enough to have you being like, what the heck? You're like, what's happening here? What did I miss? Big key. And the hint tile says, Piece of Heart is with the witch. Alright, we officially do not need to worry about the mushroom turn-in. That would have been interesting if they had, like, just let the timeline change and have things be that different. Bah! I should not be checking this side. But I'm doing it. Okay, now I definitely shouldn't be checking this, but I'll have a look. Compass, okay, which means the boss has the map. I mean, the timeline is different to an extent. You know, just through, like, character interactions, and Moxie hasn't seen it yet, but as I understand it, Cid's story is... How did I bonk? Cid's story is very different? From what I've heard, a friend of mine is, like, very into Cid because he's supposed to be, like, the older man character, even though he's, like, in his 30s. And she was very disappointed that they had changed his backstory. In the original game, he was, like, this disillusioned space pirate for Shinra. Not pirate, space pilot. Astronaut, basically, for Shinra. And in the remake, apparently he doesn't have any of that. I say apparently because this is all 100% hearsay. I have not played the game. I do not own a PS5. I can only go off of what I've been told. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am doing terribly on these guys. What the heck? There. Yeah, I know, that is his whole character, right? And then, apparently, he just sort of... What he does now is he shows up in an airplane and gives you the thumbs up. That was the extent of what I'd seen of him, because, again, I have not played the game. Got 3 more crystals. I have all the Light World ones. I know I can't complete this dungeon. Oh, you know what dungeon I can complete, actually? Let's get out here. I am going to go to the Ice Palace. That's where I'm going to go. Yeah, I will have to... I will 100% probe Moxie later on to see, when she gets to that point in the game, what she thinks of Sid and if the changes that I've been told about are actually things that happened. It also feels very strange to me that Shinra would just abandon space travel altogether. Oh, unique item requires the hammer. That could mean that there's, the red cane might be with Magic Bat. I'll check that out after. I didn't want to go down. I wanted to... Oh, well. It's fine. Small key. Okay. God, I know I mentioned earlier people reacting to, like, Nightwish as a fun genre of things, but admittedly, my favorite band, there is a fun number of reactions to their content up there, too. Opeth, if you are at all familiar. Heavy death metal growl stuff, which the singer can just seamlessly transition into, like, clean melodic vocals, and it's wonderful. And that always takes people by surprise. Piece of heart is in Turtle Rock. Well, thank you for that hot tip about a place that I can't get into. Ah. That needs this small key. Hit that. Alright, everybody, here we go. It is once again time for the legendary Ice Palace bomb skip, where I continuously throw myself off of a ledge. There we go. Thanks for coming by, ladies and gentlemen. Bomb jump complete. We did it. God, if you were to show young me that bomb jump, I'd be like, that's ridiculous. How did somebody figure that out? And it is kind of ridiculous, but I love it. And I also understand how people figured it out. They figured it out because, well, people have a ridiculous amount of free time. I do not yet have the big key, so I can't get the big chest. We will be proceeding through here as per normal. I do like how being able to do that bomb jump just fundamentally breaks this dungeon, though. It's very amusing to me. Like, part of me wants to say that they shouldn't have... They wouldn't have planned that bomb jump when they were making the game. But I also know that, like, material that covered Link, like the old Legend of Zelda cartoon, you know, that aired during the Mario Brothers show with Captain Lou Albano. They straight up had Link doing bomb jumps in the cartoon. Like, that's something that was all in Link's toolkit all along. Okay, the fact that I have the hook shot means I can get through this room. That's great. This staircase takes me here. Okay. Anyway, I go up here and check this room. There's another room in this dungeon I need to figure out how to get access to called Iced Tea. I'm not sure. I don't know. Ice Palace is a dungeon where I basically wander. I do not have this dungeon committed to memory. I will just wander around in a general direction until I find what I'm looking for. Is that efficient? No. Is it smart? Also no. But it's how I roll, baby. 10 arrows. Okay, whatever is in iced tea is also something that's an item then. Let's look at the map. No, I guess I have been there. Never mind. They call it iced tea because it's a room shaped like a tea. Oh, small key. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Still no sword upgrades. Although, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm actually not that concerned about sword upgrades because I do have the silver arrows. So when the time comes to fight Ganon, I actually don't need to worry about, you know, what he's got. I'm still on the bottle! God, what a nightmare. Let me change items. I want to get my other bottle. Get me my health back. Yes, this one is definitely more discount Krakow than Argus was. Alright. It may seem like a bit of a waste. 10 arrows. Okay. It may seem like a bit of a waste to have used that blue potion for just that. I consider it potion well spent. Because I wouldn't have been able to get those 2 killing fire rod shots off. Where's the other red crystal is Turtle Rock? Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to be up there. We're going up the mountain again. Actually, no, wait. First, I'm going to check... Pick me up, why don't you? Where are you? Bird, get me out of here. I'm coming back here first. There's... Oh my god, I never checked Bottle Kid. You, sick kid in the bed. What do you have? $5. Okay, that's fine. I swear to God, if that kid had the red rod, the red cane, I'd be like, what have I been doing with my life? We'll also be checking to see what the magic bat has. If the magic bat has the red cane, then plans change. $20. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go up Death Mountain. I'm going to check. Actually, I'm going to go to the witch's hut first. I want some potions. I managed to use all of my potions. And since I'm planning on doing Spike Cave, and I have a bunch of rupees, I may as well. Oh. Oh, right. I do have a bee in a bottle. Get out of there. Enjoy your bee, sir. Equitable trade, right? I gave him a magic bee. Okay, so Death Mountain has a couple of checks still. It has Spike Cave, it has Hookshot Cave, it has Super Bunny Cave. I'm gonna hit all of them until I find the red cane and, God, possibly the lamp. Also, it's entirely possible that this game is screwing with me. They could have put the red cane in one of the dungeons. It would need to be in Misery Mire if it was in a cane dungeon. Like, you also need it for Turtle Rock, but you need it for, like, the first room in Turtle Rock. There is no getting around that. At least not without breaking rules. There is a way, a secret technique, to break into the back of the Turtle Rock dungeon. But it's not allowed. Basically, there's a section of wall on the ledge up here that has a little place to jump down in the Dark World. No, in the Light World, but in the Dark World it does not. God, I also need to check this. What's this? That's Quake. Okay. So I have the ability to open up the front door to Turtle Rock because I have Quake. I don't have the ability to get into Misery Mire because that takes Bombos. I just remembered that. That is an issue as well. So I need Bombos, I need the red cane, and a lamp would be nice. There's Bombos! Okay, interesting. I'm still gonna do Spike Cave. Alright, I can't hurt these guys. They're called Lionels, and they cannot be hurt with the Master Sword, which is a little bit bananas because it's like the Sword of Evil's Bane, the mightiest sword in all the land, made by the ancients specifically to fight evil, and just random enemies on the map can't hurt them. It'd be like if there was just a random dude, that King Arthur was not able to cut with Excalibur. Alright, blue cane, go. They attack me on sight. Tempered sword? Okay. That's interesting. I mean, maybe they do spit fire at me. I am distrustful. Oh my god, you know what I never checked? I never checked the back of Escape. There's 3 chests back there that I never got. Have I been a fool the whole time? Let's find out. As soon as I got the first glove... Actually, there wasn't that much time between getting the first glove and the Titan's bit, I don't think. Let's see what we get. Map. Arrows. 20 bucks. Okay. I do not feel foolish. My world would not have changed from picking those up. Okay, well, that means that I'm gonna go do... Palace of Darkness? I guess? God, no, that's stupid. I'm not gonna do Palace of Darkness. I'm gonna check the 2 over here. They're in close proximity to each other, and also I can get into them quicker. And, God, if the red cane is on the pedestal, the red cane could be on the pedestal. Fier, your dreams of pedestal seed may be realized. We will find out. I don't have the book, so I can't actually check. But I'll have strong indications. Basically, I'm all out of pendant dungeons that I can do. I'm all out of crystal dungeons that I can do. Small key. All right. $20. Okay. And I'm reasonably certain that this chest over here also has to be a small key. No, 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 no. You... Yeah, small key. If that wasn't a small key, you could potentially soft lock yourself in that room. And that would be bad. So they like to avoid that possibility. These mummies are a pox on my house. I loathe them. They do a whole lot of damage. They take a lot of hits. They are annoying, but not as annoying as other enemies. $300. Ugh. The one problem with coming here right now is that I don't necessarily even know... Welcome back, Otto. Good night. I hope you sleep well. The VOD will be up on Monday if you want to watch the rest of the race. God, okay, so there's the big chest, this chest down here, and the boss. Oh no, Otto, your blood. You're using it, though. It's okay, I know they probably want to just have a look at it. Okay. Wallmaster screwing up my hits. There we go. God, am I going to have enough magic to do this? Probably not. I'm going to need to use a potion. Yeah, I'm going to need to use a potion. We are only doing this because I think that there's a decent enough chance that the boss might have, that there might be, like, maybe pedestal seed going on. Ah. There we go. So yeah, I will take the big key, okay. The big key being there means that the big chest has either the map or the compass. I don't care enough to check which one. And without the book, I do not have the ability to check the pedestal, so we move on to the next pendant dungeon. Good lord, what a situation I'm in. Part of me is also very much suspicious that the red cane might be in Misery Mire. Because that is the dungeon that it's in, like, in the default game. Like, it wouldn't be impossible to clear the dungeon if it was in there. Because that's what it's supposed to be like. I don't know. We'll see what's happening in Thieves Town. Which is, once again, not the name of the town, but is the name of the dungeon in the town. It's like the thieves built themselves a little Undercity. Like they're the Forsaken in World of Warcraft, living in Undercity. Small key. Yeah, that's one thing that's always been a little bit funny in the the Warcraft lore, is that there's a playable race of peoples that are just undead, just like straight up zombie people. Like, you can have undead that aren't like straight up zombie people, right? Like, you can have liches, you can have death knights, you've got your interesting and powerful versions of undead. And then you've got just zombies. And the Forsaken are just zombies. Big key, alright. But they happen to gain sentience through circumstances. And they decided, let's move into the sewers underneath the place we used to live in and put a bunch of skulls all over the place. Just really lean into the whole I'm undead theme. You know, maybe I'm just cynical. It doesn't seem like the most well-adjusted behavior to me. I'm not on the right pixel, so I'll just shovel over aside. There we go. I am burning through magic for no reason. It is true. I did describe them to Fish just the other day as basically every major character other than like one of them is just character trait is war crimes. But which variety of war crimes? Is it the ones where they torture civilians? Is it the ones where they use chemical weapons on people? And do horrible experiments on prisoners of war? You take your pick. It's so strange doing a quest line for them and being like, okay, so this is the player race situation. I don't recall, like, there are situations in the game where there are little red crosses on things, but you don't get to fight those. That's like, it is the medical tent. There used to be first aid trainers who would, like, you know, you'd go to for learning how to make bandages and, you know, anti-venoms and whatnot. They got removed, so now all they are is just, like, decoration. A heart. Oh wow, that was the heart that I needed Hammer to access. I hate it. It's funny. Half-Life was able to get away with just having, just actually, here's a red cross on a white panel that fills your health up. They got away with that. That was fine. Yeah, just the health refill station. It was just, like, Red Cross themed. Why can I not hit this guy? Alright. Making me do it. Oh my god! Why did I roll the dice? Why didn't I use my potion? I am the fool. God. Give me nicotine chewing gum and call me the fool. That is a JoJo's reference. They have a dog that loves nicotine-flavored chewing gum, and, his stand is called the Fool. Okay, I have no magic, but I have 2 blue potions. We are already off to a great start, as none of my hits connect. Sword just passes harmlessly through him. Why is my sword passing harmlessly through him? Okay, screw it. I have sword beams. This'll have to work too. Dang it. There, I got him. I just realized this is the blue pendant. Okay. Okay. God. Okay, the real question now is, do I go whole hog and continue the rest of the pedestal checks, or do I check Misery Mire to see if... Because I got Bombos. I do have Bombos. Hang on. Alright, I'm going to go... I flipped a coin. I'm going to open up Misery Mire. I'm going to check what's going on in here. If I find what I'm looking for, that's great. If I don't, then there'll be less backtracking to do when I get in here. In theory, this is fine. It's also 100% possible that what I find in here is the book. And then the red cane could be on either the Ether or Bombos tablet. That could happen. We'll find out. Oh, man. I am unfamiliar with tea bag tobacco. Are people, like, brewing tea with tobacco leaves? Is that what's being described to me here? Oh, the big key. Okay. Interesting to find that already. It's like a tea bag that you just shove into your mouth and let it soak in your saliva. I am wholly unfamiliar with that, but as someone who does not and would not consider partaking in tobacco products for various inheritable diseases situations, I do not consider myself all that well acquainted with various tobacco products. There. Oh my god. Huh, Sweden. Love that trick. I have the big key, so I'm going to let this guy get out of the way. I'm going to let this guy get out of the way. Oh my god. There we go, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I know this trick is possible. I've done it a number of times. Yes, I cannot speak to the quality of your joke only because I do not get the reference. Small key. Thanks. Small key. Well, I can open doors. Let's open this one and see what's going on in here. You, anti-fairy. Come back. How is this happening? How? How did this happen? How could this have gone so wrong? Freeze frame, fade to black. Or fade to gray, rather. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that's me. How did I get in a situation like this? This room could be going better for me. Okay. I'm just imagining that half the other racers are already in Ganon's tower. Being like, man, I can't believe that the Red Cane was, I don't know, somewhere. That's not the right way to go either. I need to hit this switch. I haven't yet found the Red Cane. I haven't yet found the lamp. Lamp is also something that I would really like to have before going to Turtle Rock. Thank God this pot over here, this one is full magic. There we go. If the Red Cane is not in this final chest, then I'm going to Palace of Darkness. It has to be an item. It has to be an item. Although that item could be something as mundane as here's 3 bombs. Oh! Oh! Oh, this dungeon. Oh my god. How dare they? That's just the most impudent thing I have seen. They put it in the dungeon you need it for. Oh. Seed's cruelty knows no bounds. I could have skipped both of those pendant dungeons I did. We are presented with a new problem. And that problem is I do not know how to do this room in the dark. How is this? I will drink my last potion. I hate this. Swear to God, this is gonna kill me. Yeah. Oh my God. This dungeon in the dark. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay. I'm giving up on this dungeon. Because I can't do that room in the dark. Oh God, the cruelty. I'm all out of potions. I'm gonna go drop some more cash at the witch's shop. You fill my health up. Okay. I have the red cane. Maybe I'll find the lamp in Turtle Rock. I'm not desperate enough to go do, I'm not desperate enough to do Eastern Palace, or Palace of Darkness just yet. We'll see what trash opens up for me in here. I am sorely tempted by the fact that I see notifications in my taskbar, and I have the urge to look at them, and I know I shouldn't. Deadrock, get off of me. Oh my God. This is the worst enemy. I will only look at them if I get an opportunity to... You know what? No, this is my drinks opportunity. But what am I thinking? Drinking. There, just a big old cup of water. My Discord messages will continue to be a mystery for the foreseeable future. What do you have for me, Hint Tile? Unique item is held with a grumpy fish. I've already been over there. You know, the worst part is that this dungeon also sucks without a lamp. So, like, we'll see what happens. There's a room with no lights. And rails like these, and fire bars spinning all over the place. And I need to navigate it. And if I have to do that in the dark, I will... I don't know. Clearly these dark rooms are things that I need to work on. It's difficult. The room that I tapped out on in Misery Mire is... there's 3 things shooting at me. 3. Why did I write it all the way around? I have the... oh my god. Realizing I could have just used the hookshot bail technique and gotten out of there immediately, without having to go all the way around. I had a very strong first half of this seed, I feel. You know, I skipped over those pendant dungeons, and I was vindicated later on when I got through them, and then there was nothing in them. Or at least I feel I was vindicated. I might not have been. If the lamp is on pedestal, then fuck my life. Oh my god, chain chomps. They do so much damage. It's uncalled for. It is brutal. It is the worst. Taco has finished the game. Either Taco knows how to do dark rooms, or the lamp is somewhere in here? And I'm about to find it without getting through a dark room? I hope. That feels like a valid question to a racer. Hey, how are you at dark rooms? Okay, we'll go through here. There's a chest in the middle. It could be our lamp. Oh my god, it's our lamp! Taco does very well. I don't want to say that they always come first, but they're usually pretty quick. God. Okay, so this seed wants you to double dip on Misery Mire, which is mean-ish. Alright, we'll do it this way. I didn't want to use the magic, but I'll use the magic. Do I have the big key? I do have the big key. Yeah, Taco is very good at this. Usually it's either them or Sartaz also has a decent enough chance of... Normally those two finish at around the same time. It's actually kind of funny how often that happens. Oh no! I didn't check Mimic Cave. It's fine, I actually don't need Mimic Cave. I don't need anything else. I have everything I need to beat the game. Ah, that didn't work. Okay. Ooh. Why did I switch that back? It doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so this room sucks to do in the dark. Hell, it kind of sucks to do in the light, but luckily I have a lot of experience with it. Yeah, there we go. We're through that room. I need a small key. There should be one on Laser Bridge. I've picked up every other item. Okay, we'll do it. You know, I'm gonna set a respawn point right here. It's fine. I realize now that there is one item that would have been very nice to find that could have been a Mimic Cave, but I will not know because I'm not going back for Mimic Cave. And, that's half magic. Because, hey, look at that, I'm almost out of magic already. Ugh. Okay, I'll take that blue potion. Which means this last one here has to be the small key. What the... Alright, I'll use the last of my magic. And I'll run out immediately. I'll drink the blue potion I just got. Give me small key. Yeah, I suppose, I could put this in a bottle. Yeah, normally I have a little trick I like to do in there, but screw it. Okay, so we are almost at full magic for this fight. We will open with the Ice Rod and kill the Firehead. We get 3 hits. We freeze again, we switch. 2 hits. Ice Head. There we go. Now for the body. Which I will screw up the setup on. There we go. If you do a properly placed spin attack, you can hit him in the face twice as he drops down. And then you just need to land like 1 or 2 more hits on him and he's done for. Unfortunately, I just got punched right in the mush. So... Okay, we got that crystal. Now I just need to go back to Misery Mire. Normally, I like to save Turtle Rock for the last dungeon. Unfortunately, it was not in the cards this time. Which means that the assault on Ganon's tower will be slightly weird. Only slightly. Like, what is that guy thinking coming at me like that? And the good news is, since I have the lamp, this will be a nice, quick go-through. You know, that went pretty quickly. I'll take that. Really? How rude. Hello, welcome in. First time. Yeah, we're just doing Link to the Past here. The randomizer, everything is shuffled up. Almost done. This is the last dungeon I need, and I have already done most of it. Oh god, Sartaz is also finished. Okay, we're officially looking for 3rd place. Yeah, so I don't know what happened here before. Just doing that in the dark was nigh impossible. God, now the further in I go, the more I realize that this would not have been at all within the realm of me doing if I didn't have the lamp. Am I going to regret hitting that? I am going to regret hitting that. I will say... Yeah, no, that's the... I came in here without the lamp thinking maybe I will find the red cane, like, just down here somewhere. And I did find the red cane in the dungeon, but without the lamp I wasn't able to get through there. And, like... I'm realizing as I go through there's just so much more dungeon in here that would have just tripped me up so bad. I can do a lot of dark rooms. That is not one of them. And there's several in a row. Up inside there. The good news is I have the silver arrows, so Argus here will be a cakewalk. How did... What the... That one eyeball took a silver arrow. Why did that one drop a heart? What the... This boss is acting very strange. Be a sport? No, okay. If he dropped half magic, that would be nice. I don't know for sure, but part of me thinks that I may have walked past half magic. It might possibly be in Mimic Cave, which I walked right past. I took a gamble on Turtle Rock or Hookshot Cave having Fire Rod. Yeah, that's like... When you get to that point, like, Hookshot Cave, I don't mind checking because it's... It is a little bit out of the way, but it's also got so much stuff that it's worth checking, even if you're in almost go mode. I think we've all felt the pain of going into a dungeon and hoping you find the thing to beat the dungeon right there. I know that in this particular seed, what wound up happening here was I got into Misery Mire. I did find the red cane in there, but I didn't have a lamp, so I couldn't do those dark rooms. And then I found the lamp in Turtle Rock, which I also needed the red cane for. So the seed logic actually wanted me to double dip on Misery Mire, which really just means the dungeon lived up to its name. Absolutely miserable. I also picked up 2 completely superfluous pendants. Not even the green one. Red and blue. Because I figured I was almost out of options, and Thieves Town and Skullwood's were right there, and they're pretty quick. And then Thieves Town wound up giving me some trouble. It's as though Blind remembered to put on his sword-proof shirt that morning. I'm over here swinging my sword at him, and it's passing right through. Okay, first check. Over here. These 2 chests. There's the big key. I'll get this one too. Small key. Perfect. Oh my god, that first room couldn't have been better. Let's go up the stairs. Am I gonna regret? Yep. Ugh, fine. I'll just take a few hits. I don't care about taking a few hits. Ow. I do want arrows, though. That right there is the easiest key dash in the game. Yeah, some of these rooms present more issues than others. That was a purposeful dive off the side of the edge there. Use the invulnerability frames to just speed right through that area. This guy I hate. You know what? Health on stun prize isn't so bad. I'll take those hearts. Ice physics. I still have the worst shield, so I can't deflect fireballs. Which means Aga might be interesting. Okay, worth a shot. There we go. I can't usually hit those guys with the bow. I'm surprised that this worked this time. That right there is one of the more satisfying rooms in the game, of course. Managed to goof that one just a little bit, but it's fine. I think I need lamp next? Yeah. Yeah, this is a lamp situation. Okay, we're through there. I'm not super concerned about my magic, so I'm just going to power through. Should I have been concerned? I don't know. My potion situation is mystery even to me right now. Map. And health. Oh, Sanctuary Heart. Very nice. Good to see that. Wait, it didn't work? That's so weird. Ten arrows, which normally would be whatever, but in this case I could use more arrows. I like having arrows. I don't know how that hit, but it hit. God, Saku's done too. What are you? Half magic. Better late than never. It's true. I was worried that it was a Mimic Cave. It's good for the Ganon fight, but I don't really need it for the Ganon fight since I've got silver arrows. Alright, the narrow miss. I'll take that 3 hit. Hey, that was pretty quick. Alright, now we just need to fly down and we will deal with our pig. I like that you can sort of see Death Mountain in the background. It's a nice little touch. Thanks for dropping in. The first passengers in a hot air balloon were a duck, a sheep, and a rooster. That little factoid always makes me think that maybe Ganon's going to follow it up with like a riddle. Ow. Be like, one of them can't be left with the others. How do you get the sack of grain across the river? I am past caring about magic. I am now just gonna wail on Ganon. If he will stay put. It's like, I know I only need to hit him once, but there is something satisfying about hitting him a bunch. Alright, torch glitch get. And that should be it. Okay. Ganon, you can always hit with 2 arrows as long as you're pushing him away from a wall rather than towards it, if that makes sense. And so the fact that he was right in the middle means I could sort of squeak that in. Alright, and now I just need to go to the race room and hit done, because I'm done. Thank you, Mikey. You're 2 minutes late. Hey, you know, I got under my 2-hour time. It normally takes me 2 hours to do this. That's not bad at all. I did not come in last place. That would be the new guy. I'm curious. What was on pedestal? I can't say for sure that it was an improvement. I don't know. I mean, I did a few things better this time than I usually do. Killing the Landmos with the silver arrows. Not usually something I pull off. So that was good. Same with using silver arrows to kill Argus. Honestly, the fact that I got silver arrows in Kakariko, like the first 10 minutes of the game, was a huge benefit. Wild Seed. Yeah, it's a lot of weird rooting, and that one mean trick that it played when it put the Cane of Samaria in Misery Mire. Because typically in a randomizer, you're like, I don't have the item for this dungeon, so I shouldn't try it. It's the mushroom! Okay. Pedestal had mushroom. And I know that the mushroom could be turned in for a heart piece. Because I read that off a hint tile. Alright, so I did not... God. I know I wonder what Sahasrahla had in exchange for the green pendant. The one pendant I didn't go get. Probably Ether Medallion, or that might have been in Palace of Darkness. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to sit through the randomizer credits here. Specifically because we have the special thanks section. Right there, special thanks. And we look at the last name there, Sakura Tsubasa. That is the lady who is hosting the Racing League, which I'm taking part in. She streams a lot. Tarnished Bones, if you're interested in randomizer stuff. She does a great job with it. She beat my time by 5 minutes. And she hosts this race weekly. You need to be subscribed to her. You need to be like a, what do you call it? A Twitch member, Twitch subscriber. You pay her, as long as you're helping to pay her bills via Twitch, you get access to the channel. God, look at that. 4 deaths. 4 deaths. Shameful. I was in menus for 4 minutes and lagging for 8. 150 items out of 216. Relatively low completion rate for me. Alright, and yeah, that's everything I did not get. I did not get Green Pendant. I was missing a few more heart pieces. The Mushroom and Ether Medallion and the book. I didn't find a single shield upgrade. I didn't get Red Mail, didn't find Butter Sword anywhere, so that's interesting. Yeah, that's the race, I guess. Everybody say goodbye to YouTube, because I'm going to stop the recording that's going to upload on Monday.